Hey everyone, welcome to another session of CeerazzleDazzle Physics. In today's session, we're going to be talking about momentum. So let's start off with the following scenario. So we've got the following scenario. That's me on the right hand side, and as you can see, there's two people, both of them slightly different, but let's imagine they're both running towards me. One weighs 10 kilograms and is traveling at 10 meters per second. The other one is running at 10 meters per second, but this one weighs 1 kilogram. So both of them are running towards me. Which one do you think will hurt me the most when they collide? Well, a bit of logic, we can see that obviously the first one is going to hurt me the most. Why? Because it has a higher amount of mass. Yeah, so although they're both traveling at the same speed, it's got a higher amount of mass. That one's going to hurt me the most. Right, what about the following scenario then? Let's say example number 2. Right, so now both the people have the same mass, but they're running at two different velocities. When they both collide with me, which one do you think is going to hurt me the most? Well, we know that the top one will. Why? Because although they have the same mass, this one is also moving faster. So that leads us on to the definition of momentum. Momentum is simply a measure of how difficult it is to stop a moving object. So momentum is a measure of how difficult it is to stop a moving object. If it's really difficult, it has a high momentum. And if it's really easy to stop, it has a low momentum. Simple science. Okay, let's scroll down to look at an actual mathematical formula for this unit. So, momentum, to calculate it, let's increase it. Well, here we go. Momentum is equal to mass multiplied by velocity. And in symbols, momentum is given by P, mass is going to be M, and velocity is going to be V. Yes, so P is equal to M times by V. And let's also look at the units. We know mass is going to be in kilograms. Velocity is going to be meters per second. And obviously to balance out the equation, momentum on the left-hand side, this one's going to be kilogram meters per second. So momentum is going to be measured in kilogram meters per second. Because if I multiply mass with kilograms by meters per second, it becomes kilogram meters per second. So those are the units of momentum, and that is a formula you must memorize for the GCSE. Okay, so scrolling down, let's put it into action. A car has a mass of 1,000 kilograms and a velocity of 20 meters per second. What is its momentum? So we know the formula is momentum is equal to mass times by velocity. So momentum is equal to the mass. Where is the mass? It's over here. Yeah, and the velocity is over there. So let's go for momentum is equal to the mass, 1,000 kilograms, times by the velocity. The velocity is going to be 20 meters per second. So momentum is therefore going to be equal to 3,000, and no unit, no mark, so kilogram meters per second. Happy with that? Yeah, so 3 zeros and I've got 20 of them, 20,000. Easy stuff. Give myself a tick to feel good. Easy science. Right, scrolling down. Okay, so test your understanding. A boat has a momentum of 50,000 kilogram meters per second and a mass of 20 kilograms. What is its velocity? So now we know the formula is momentum is equal to mass times by velocity. We want to work out the velocity. Velocity is equal to momentum divided by the mass. Okay, so the momentum is going to be 50,000. Yeah, the momentum is over here. And the mass is 20 kilograms over here. So 50,000 kilogram meters per second divided by the mass, 20 kilograms. Let's do that in the calculator. So we've got, make sure 50, 1, 2, 3, divided by 20, bang. It's going to be 2,500 meters per second. Happy with that? Yeah? Easy stuff. Right. Oh, one other thing. So momentum is a vector quantity. So momentum, it can be negative. Why? Because the velocity can be negative. So momentum is a vector quantity. So it can be negative. So it can be negative. So it can be negative. Yeah, so it can obviously tell you the direction it's moving in. Right, last of all, let's go for the summary. Momentum is a measure of how difficult it is to stop a moving object. Yeah, okay. Where is the color? Oh, let's highlight it as we go along. So momentum is a measure of how difficult it is to stop a moving object. Momentum is equal to mass times by velocity. Momentum is kilogram meters per second. The mass is in kilograms. The velocity is meters per second. And last of all, momentum is a vector quantity as velocity is a vector quantity. So momentum can be negative. So it can be negative. And that's it for today's session. I shall see you next time for more cool physics. Goodbye.